has had a profound and sudden impact on many areas of life, work, leisure time, and family. These changes have also affected educational processes in formal and informal learning environments. These sudden changes have taken a toll on schools, families, and society in general. Many parents have had to work from home while taking care of their children and acting as home tutors. Educators for all age groups from early childhood to further education have had to switch from traditional in-class settings to various forms of distance education and develop methods to stay in touch with parents and students. So, for the conclusion of online education is, when it comes to online learning, there is no right answer. There are got pros and cons. Some argue that it is better than the traditional classes, while others believe that it is an improper form of education. After much effort, it is clear that the answer lies in the middle. For better or worse, this is where the field of education moves as we move into the future. Online learning cannot offer human interaction. Another disadvantage refers to the fact that online courses cannot cope with thousands of students that try to join discussions. Also, online learning can be difficult if it is means for discipline that involve practice. Online education has both advantage and shortcomings, but it is an excellent method of learning that can help develop a student's performance. To succeed in online education, one should choose an ideal university and course to avoid pursuing education from among the very suspicious universities that employers may reject. The other most essential thing is to assure that one needs to maintain communication with the school, faculty, and fellow students. The important point is proper time administration that helps one manage our time to complete and submit prescribed assignments in time. Nothing is perfect, nor is the online study method. It sure has its own disadvantage. Nevertheless, it can prove really advantageous in certain critical situations. For example, in the week of the lockdown following the COVID-19 pandemic, it came as a blessing in disguise for many schools and their students. Online learning should be seen as a complement and extension of classical form of learning. Not even the best online course can fully replace the personal contact with a teacher or the human relationship that develop in a group. So, traditional classes shouldn't be replaced with online learning. Online education has proved to be a boon during the lockdown phase, but it has some limitations. It should not replace the traditional view of education, as it cannot fully replace the human relationships that develop in a group. However, there are still some people who believe online learning gives more benefits. Online education has many pros which have made our lives easier, especially during this pandemic. When parents are worried about their child's safety, it has become a perfect model of education in the eyes of many. College education on campuses with peers is certainly something that shouldn't be missed out on, as it helps in the overall development of a student. Online education has also helped the faculty in the institution to ask students to study some parts of syllabus online which do not require much of classroom instruction. So, the online study helps the faculty to save time in which they can interact with the students more. The quality of education has improved by online courses, and even it has become easy for students. In the era of digitalization, the scope of online education increased even more and will be beneficial for students, professionals, and also institutions. Thank you.